mother has been trying to teach me to steep tea since I was 4. When I could barely wrangle my grip around a mug, she's been hoping to teach me how to cope in a world that closes, opens like the steeping leaves, closes like our mouths around glass-rimmed hope, dissipates quicker than innocence, mocking us as wisps of steam dangle to escape our grasp. But her lessons never stuck. Found myself witnessing the storm before the calm. Dad's home and the water's boiling, burning, blubbering bellows, gurgling guttural gallows. He hasn't been home 10 minutes and you're screaming about untidy cabinets? Patter of my trembling feet, slinking away into alcoves of solitude, inform Mother, the water's ready. She sings a hollow mantra, patience. My husband will love me tomorrow. My mother is no expert at tea, but she knows how to procrastinate happy. She's quitting smoking again, and it's getting easier to mean I love you when I get off the phone with her. I'm no longer shattering teacups. These days I'm done learning how to break things. Forgiveness takes time to sit with, like a woman with a past that I can't help loving. And my age tells me I've got to learn how to start steeping soon. So I'm gazing into my future with crystal balls in my palm, daydreaming about the color of my daughter's laughter. I know she's going to need someone's arms to teach her what love means. I hope they're mine. And as the steam of green jasmine seeps into my facial pores, I'm praying to God my wrinkles will mean wisdom one day. You see, I've realized most of my favorite fairy tales teach children how to mend things. Dr. Seuss must have known mankind's propensity to destroy, and I'm just trying to recapture my innocence. For before too long, I'll be older, bald and beautiful. Not just looking after myself anymore. My daydreams for a child will have molded into flesh, and my daughter will be asking for stories as her toddler hands guide me down the San Francisco coastline. She's gonna need wisdom soon, and middle age, I'm gonna be still trying to figure out what I'm gonna be when I grow up. I'll take the stories my mother sang me to sleep with, fuse them to the glass cradling our steeping sand, swallow this minute glass about the size of my thumb. My throat cracks glass edges, cradling the steeping sand, shooting sand drops and mythological landscapes into my gut, and my lungs start pumping a lullaby blues through my veins till hourglass grains form cradling shores of footsteps worth reminiscing about. I'll tell her stories about her grandmother, how she taught me how to ballroom dance when I was 9 so my wife would have something to be proud of on her wedding one day. How by the time I was 11, she was already asking for grandchildren. My daughter's grandma, who never had anyone to teach her how to love. My mom, who's still trying to quit smoking, but my daughter doesn't need to know how to start mending yet because she can't quite read, and by the time I've reached this age, I'll cherish this present state of innocence. My daughter will be begging Daddy to tell her stories. She won't know it yet, but she's asking for something to hold on to when I'm not there anymore. So I tell the sunshine of my life where I'm from. I open the book of my fairy tales. I tell her. I was born on the road, child. Grew up trekking pavement, sleeping in Greyhound stations with my mommy. Somewhere between sunup and full moon. Somewhere between Bakersfield and El Paso. I didn't ever need a father because I never had one that wanted me. When a woman carried me in her stomach, baked my doughy parts for 9 months, 3 weeks, 4 days, and 9 hours. She cradled me with the fingertips of her rib cage, folding me into her with deep breath. Well, one day, sunshine, that woman that loved me to birth, one afternoon she couldn't hold on to herself anymore, let alone the sunshine of her life. My mommy's mind was sick, child. So men in blue uniforms with guns at their side broke down her motel door, and Mommy was trying to find her pretty in the bathroom mirror one morning. The snapping limbs of the door jamb echo in my nightmares, and sometimes I can't sleep because I still don't feel safe. Mommy was screaming when they broke her to the ground. I tried to save her, 4 years old. Stop playing cops and robbers with her. This isn't funny anymore. Scream my arms, pounding at the crisp bleed of blue authority. They ripped me away from my mommy. They shipped me off and hid her away till she was just a memory, a distant echo. Fairy tale. Mother Goose. But I'm tripping over details as I skip over the seeping tide beneath Golden Gate Park. I remember my daughter's little fingertips so real in my palm. I pick up my sunshine and say, sunshine. I was born anywhere one day I can't remember, but your grandmother found me in a home for little boys just like me. She cried the first time she saw me so hard she still trembles when I leave her hugs. She picked me up and started boiling water. Snatched a glass full of tea leaves, started an eggshell minute glass about the size of my thumb. Let it steep, she said. Let patience settle into your heart, so when sadness comes, you'll know how to mend it. And as my daughter's mind snaps photographs of story time, using her imagination to color the characters in my book of fairy tales, I sit with an empty mug at my side, stretch my vocal cords to say, I will tell you how to steep tea one day, but tomorrow will always be there. Today is the sand beneath your toes, sweetheart, the shore that makes you shrill with joy when the tide tries to catch you, the castles we make with our fingers, catching God's steeping sand beneath our fingernails. Just as the wind fills our lungs on this calm, unknowing day. And before the final grains of clicking clocks cement stone me into a memory, form the final pages of this, my fairy tale, I'll look into my daughter's eyes and whisper, take my hand, sweetheart. There are no answers in the lines beneath these palms, only questions. Let's ponder them together. Let us steep in Pacific waters until, like saturated leaves, we unfold blossom into wisps of green jasmine steam, ungrasped.